Rosé continues to dominate global online discussions as her solo career enters what fans and industry observers are calling a global solo peak era, a phase defined not by a single release or viral moment but by sustained cultural visibility across music platforms, fashion spaces, and social media ecosystems. Rather than fading after initial solo success, her presence has remained unusually consistent, with streaming stability, recurrent chart activity, and continuous engagement from both longtime fans and casual listeners who keep rediscovering her work through algorithm-driven platforms. One of the central talking points around Rosé's current momentum is the unusual longevity of her solo impact. In the modern music industry, many solo projects experience sharp spikes followed by rapid declines, especially in highly competitive global markets. However, Rosé's catalog has shown a different pattern. Older songs continue to resurface on streaming charts, often driven by user-generated content on short-form video platforms. This recurring visibility has led fans to describe her career trajectory as slow burn dominance, where the music does not disappear after its initial promotional cycle but instead cycles back into relevance repeatedly over time. A major factor behind this sustained attention is her dual market appeal. Rosé has maintained a rare balance between Western mainstream recognition and strong simultaneously. Her vocals, often described as airy, emotional, and distinctive, translate effectively across language barriers, allowing her music to connect with listeners who may not understand the lyrics but respond strongly to tone and emotion. This cross-cultural resonance has helped her maintain streaming stability across regions such as North America, Southeast Asia, and parts of Europe, reinforcing her position as a globally relevant soloist rather than one confined to a single market. In addition to music, Rosé's influence in fashion has become a parallel force driving her visibility. Her association with luxury branding, especially high-end fashion houses, has positioned her as one of the most recognizable K-pop figures in global style culture. Recent discussions online have intensified after behind-the-scenes visuals from a luxury campaign began circulating across social platforms, sparking renewed interest in her aesthetic direction. While not officially framed as leaks by any verified source, the imagery shared by fans and fashion watchers has fueled conversation about her evolving visual identity. Her style is often characterized by minimalism blended with emotional softness, creating a signature presence that stands out in an industry often dominated by bold or experimental fashion statements. Fashion analysts and fans alike have noted that Rosé's visual appeal is not limited to traditional modeling influence but extends into cultural mood setting. Her outfits, appearances, and editorial shoots frequently become reference points for aesthetic trends online. The combination of delicate styling, understated elegance, and emotional expression contributes to what many fans describe as her soft power in fashion, an influence that spreads quietly but persistently across platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. This has reinforced her image as not just a music artist but a broader cultural figure whose style choices carry global ripple effects. Another major driver of her ongoing popularity is the resurgence of older performances on short-form video platforms. Clips from previous concerts, live sessions, and televised performances have been increasingly circulating again, often edited with nostalgic or emotional audio overlays. These reposts are not tied to any official promotional campaign, yet they consistently generate millions of views, introducing her older work to new audiences. This phenomenon highlights how modern music consumption is no longer strictly tied to release schedules. Instead, content rediscovery plays a major role in shaping an artist's relevance over time. A notable fan-driven trend surrounding Rosé's current era is the phrase, soft vocals, hard impact, which has emerged as a shorthand description of her artistic identity. The phrase reflects the contrast between her gentle vocal tone and the strong emotional response her music tends to generate. Fans often use this expression in video edits that highlight emotional transitions, stage performances, or cinematic fan compilations. It has become part of a broader narrative framing her artistry as subtle yet powerful, reinforcing the idea that impact in music does not always require aggressive sound or production. This trend also reflects a broader shift in how audiences engage with K-pop soloists. Instead of focusing solely on chart positions or promotional cycles, fans increasingly emphasize emotional resonance and replay value. Rosé's music, which often centers on themes of love, reflection, and vulnerability, fits naturally into this evolving consumption pattern. As a result, her songs are frequently used in personal storytelling content online, further extending their lifespan beyond traditional music marketing timelines. Industry observers have also pointed out that Rosé's continued visibility is partially driven by algorithmic reinforcement. Streaming platforms and social media recommendation systems tend to amplify content that already shows engagement longevity. Because her older releases and performances consistently resurface with strong audience interaction, they are repeatedly reintroduced to new users. This creates a feedback loop where sustained engagement leads to further exposure, which in turn generates even more engagement over time. In this sense, her global solo peak era is not a single moment but an ongoing cycle of rediscovery and amplification. Another layer of her influence comes from her role within the broader identity of K-pop's global expansion. As a member of Blackpink, she already operates within one of the most internationally recognized girl groups in the world, but her solo identity has allowed her to establish a more personal artistic signature. This dual presence, group fame combined with solo individuality, has strengthened her overall cultural footprint. Fans often note that her solo work feels more introspective and emotionally centered compared to group releases, contributing to a distinct artistic lane that continues to attract dedicated attention. Social media discourse around Rosé also tends to evolve in waves rather than linear trends. Instead of disappearing after peak moments, discussions about her frequently re-emerge when triggered by unrelated events such as fashion campaigns, anniversary dates, or viral edits. This cyclical attention pattern contributes to the perception that she is always trending, even without new official releases. In digital culture, this type of recurring visibility is increasingly rare and is often associated with artists who have achieved a form of long-term cultural embedding rather than temporary popularity. The emotional tone of her fan community also plays a significant role in sustaining her presence. Unlike purely hype-driven fandom cycles, much of Rosé's audience engagement is rooted in emotional connection, aesthetic appreciation, and long-term attachment to her voice and artistic identity. This creates a stable base of recurring content creation, where fans continuously produce edits, interpretations, and nostalgic compilations that keep her legacy active in online spaces. At the same time, her global recognition continues to expand beyond traditional K-pop audiences. Casual listeners who encounter her music through playlists, algorithm suggestions, or social media often remain engaged due to the distinctive emotional quality of her voice. This has helped her transcend typical genre boundaries and maintain relevance in broader pop music discussions, where she is increasingly viewed as a crossover artist with sustained international appeal.